Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. We were contemplating upon the various levels of consciousness, the 7 planes of consciousness, through which we pass through from the lowest consciousness of body awareness in this world to the highest consciousness of the absolute existence. The jiva passes through. We saw in the last class the 3 layers of consciousness, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, which pertains to yielding to nature or be as the nature demands. The second is seeking enjoyments. Third is the clinging to life. Beyond is entering into the heart level. These 3 layers, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, pertains to the individual jiva's karmic load. It is jiva tattva. In our existence, human existence, or any being, there are 3 participants in the existence. One is my own karmic load, or the jiva's karmic load. Then the second is the nature's participation. It provides me with a bodily existence. And the third is the divine, that gives existence to all that exists. The consciousness that pervades the whole universe and gives existence to all that exists. My body exists, mind exists, my feelings exist, all these exist because the existence pertains to the divine, and divine pervades everything, giving existence to all that exists. So there is participation of divine, there is participation of nature, and my own existence. Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara, the 3 participants in my existence. So Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura is Jiva Tattva. Anahata and Vishuddha are Prakriti Tattva. Beyond my individual existence, beyond this nature, Prakriti is nature, there is the absolute existence and its power. Shakti, Chit Shakti and Shuddha Chaitanya. The power of Shuddha, pure consciousness and the beyond. Pure consciousness is there, absolute, infinite, eternal, unchanging reality. And in the Ajna Chakra here, it pertains to the Divine Mother, pure, beyond entire nature, beyond the creation, beyond all jivas. She stands independent of the jivas and Jagat as the Chit Shakti. That we see in the Ajna. So the 7 layers pertains to Jiva Tattva, Prakriti Tattva and Shiva Tattva. The 3 aspects. So we saw the 3 chakras below pertaining to Jiva Tattva, and Sri Ramakrishna is telling this Vedas speak of 7 planes where the mind dwells. When the mind is immersed in worldliness, it dwells in the 3 lower planes because it is Jiva Tattva. Planes at the navel, organ of generation and organ of evacuation. In that state, the mind loses all its higher visions. It broods only on woman and gold. It seeks only enjoyments. I have to live, nature provides, and I have to enjoy. The 3 lower levels. The 4th plane of mind is heart. Heart. When the mind dwells there, that is another plane of consciousness. One has the first glimpse of spiritual consciousness. We are entering into Prakriti Tattva, we are leaving away all our karmic load. There is a tremendous purification needed to enter into Prakriti Tattva from Jiva Tattva, from Manipura to go to Hridaya, Anahata to go to Anahata. It is from transcendence of my individual nature. I must not be affected by Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. All these which are dragging me, pushing me here, there. At gross level, they must all subside. Raga, Dvesha, attachments and aversions, likes and dislikes, ego, ahankara, all this must subside. This is individual nature. In nature within, I have to transcend. The moment the bodily awareness comes to almost, we can say, it may not totally go away, but below the level of perception, subliminal level, that is, I am not able to perceive, I am not able to find, I have karma in me. To that level, I don't feel I have krodha, anger or wrath or something like that. I don't feel angry. And I don't even see I could get angry. But anger, that seed is there, no plant is there, there is no life. But in seed form, it is in dormant state. Till the bija rupa goes away. But I have crossed all the at gross level. There is spiritual awakening. The spiritual awakening. The body, the physical bodily level of my existence I have transcended. The knot between the physical body and Chaitanya, the subtle body and Chaitanya, the causal body and Chaitanya. Stula, Sukshma, Karana, Sharira we have. The Stula, Sharira, the physical body and Chaitanya are bound. The subtle physical body is this physical body made up of the Panchabhutas, 5 basic elements of nature. The next is mind and senses. Generally you can take mind and senses. Actually it is Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, Buddhi, Manas. 5 organs of perception, 5 organs of action, mind, intellect, and 5 types of energies working in the bodily level. Pancha. These 3 cause Pancha Mahabhutas are physical body. Pancha Jnanendriya, Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Prana, Buddhi, Manas, 17 parts is subtle body. We can just, for general understanding, we can take as mind and senses. They are software making this body work. Mind is behind, within. Senses are outside. The perception these senses bring is received by mind, analyzed by intellect, and presented to the Atman, self. So this process goes on. So from the subtle body, causal body is where all my understanding, identity, everything rests in seed form. When I go to deep sleep, nothing remains. I am not aware of my knowledge, I am not aware of my identity. All this entered into seed form of dormancy and it is remaining. Where it remains is causal form. We can say hardware, software and memory unit or a hard disk. We can say 3 layers. 3 Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira. This Sukshma Sthula Sharira and Chaitanya are bound. This breaks. I am not able to find myself identifying with the physical body anymore. My body consciousness has gone forever. Then there is a spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening comes when my body consciousness goes away. Means spiritual awareness has come into me. I don't know who am I, but I know I am not this body. The Chaitanya and body bound to each other, that knot is broken. That is called Brahma Granthi. Brahma Granthi Vibhedana. The Brahma Granthi breaks when my bodily awareness goes away, or my body identity goes away. I am in the body like sitting in a car. I am understanding everything. I am operating everything. I am seeing, I am talking, doing everything. But I know this body is an external cover, unrelated to me. But I have the identity with the subtle body and causal body. So subtle body and causal body is there, then I am not aware of the body, there's the spiritual awakening, only awakening. This state is the fourth, it has entered into the heart. Now when I come back, I will be sitting like sitting in a car. Now I am body, I have a soul I feel. Then I am a soul and I have a body. It looks like a cover I have put on myself. Totally independent of body I become from that very day when I enter, my spiritual awakening is there. Adhyatmika Jagrata. That is Sri Ramakrishna. Fourth plane of mind is heart. When the mind dwells there, one has first glimpse of spiritual consciousness. First time we understand what is Chaitanya, what is God. Till then we do not know what is God, but we are speaking about it. One sees like, it is just like blind man, speaking about light, day, seeing and all things. He doesn't know what it means. Once he gets eyes, he will know what it is. One sees light all around. This light is not physical light like this. There are three lights. One is light, physical light, with which we see the world through the physical eyes. Then there is mental eye. This is what we are seeing, light. Light, physical light. In mind, with mental eye, I can see in the light of my mind, intellectual light. That I am intellect, buddhi. Buddhi gives light. Now, how to operate a mobile phone, how to operate. These are done by the intellect, not in the light. When light goes away, immediately my intellect gives the light to show where the torch is there. It is pitch dark. I know where I have kept the torch and I straight away walk in the darkness. All these blind people see with their intellectual eye in the light of their mind. All experience they have passed through, it is there in the mind as it is in that experience, everything they experience. They don't have eye, blind, they are blind. But they have seen, touched, they touch the person and identify. Voice, they identify. A person is coming, a person is calling. Who is calling? They understand. Without seeing, they understand. He is seeing in the intellectual light. Oh, my mother is calling me. My brother is calling. My sister is calling. Voice, it differentiates. All this differentiation, identification, everything is done with the intellectual light, not the physical light. Physical light has no purpose for him. Then there is spiritual light. Spiritual is light of existence. I exist. The world exists. The existence pertains to the spiritual light. All things which dissolve, my existence remains. Every object has existence, and the existence pertains to the spirit alone. Name and form pertains to this world, and the name and form, external. The content is Chaitanya. Once is light all around, he first experiences what is spiritual light. The Chidakasha, he enters there and gets the vision of God. Once is light all around, such a man, perceiving the divine light, becomes speechless with wonder and says, "Oh, what is this? What is this?" His mind does not go downward to the objects of the world. The state when we enter into the fourth plane of existence, just like we enter into sleep and lose the waking state, so I enter into deep sleep, Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti, and come back. My consciousness, when I come to the bodily level, remains with my family and things like that all around. It limits to this level. I am concerned about my family, my earnings, my life, my enjoyments, my safety, all these things. My consciousness only goes to that level. Does consciousness expand further to look into the world, others' suffering, others' joys and sorrows, others' needs? Then my consciousness is expanding, my heart is expanding. So the expansion makes me go to the higher levels of consciousness. Spiritual. Once he's all, he wonders, what is this light? What is it? When this state we call Samadhi Sthiti, beyond the three layers of existence, that is Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, the plane of gross material existence, the plane of enjoyments, plane of clinging to life. Beyond this, when I go beyond, my consciousness is expanding and trying to understand the nature. I have entered into nature's realm. I have left the realm of my individual existence, Jiva Tattva, entered into Prakriti Tattva. Here I get the vision of the Chaitanya, because they are intimately related. Consciousness and the Prakriti, nature, are different, as if they are different phases of the same coin. Two faces of the same coin, obverse and reverse, Prakriti and Chaitanya. Here we first get the light of consciousness, Chaitanya, when you go to the heart center. And this, once you enter into the Samadhi Sthiti, beyond the physical level, beyond the Jiva Tattva, when we enter into Prakriti and get the experience of Chaitanya, once we see the light of spirit, we come back again, just like we getting up from the sleep, come back to the waking state. We come down to the waking state again. This coming down to the waking state is called Vyuthana, climbing down. In Vyuthana, I am a normal person, but I have separated from the body and living in this body. Just like when coconut, all the water dries up, it separates from the shell and remains making sound, kotu kotu, separate from the, this separation from the body remains. And when I come down, no desires come of the bodily level, because I have separated. I am aware of my Jiva Tattva. I myself being an individual soul, transmigratory soul. I was body, Deha Bhava, from Deva Bhava I have come to the Jiva Bhava. I was thinking I am body, now I understand I am transmigratory soul. I was there in their house earlier, now I have come to this body and I have to leave this body and go ahead somewhere else. That I am that. And as long as I am body, I am not aware of my transmigratory soul. Now, after coming down from the Samadhi Sthiti, after experiencing the Chaitanya once, after coming to in contact with the spiritual existence of mind, when I come down to the physical level of waking consciousness, I remain entirely separate from the physical body, so much so, even the desires of the physical body doesn't bother me. I no more search for the enjoyments of the world, woman and gold, possessions and enjoyments. I don't take of any type. I don't feel the need, nor there is an awareness to see them. All these days which was bothering me, I see them divine. They divine. Oh, all this is divine, divine. The fifth plane of mind is at the throat, at the heart, at the throat. When the mind reaches this, the aspirant becomes free from all ignorance and illusion. He does not enjoy talking or hearing about anything but God. If people talk about worldly things, he leaves the place at once. He is unable to bear anything because his consciousness has reached such a level that he cannot enjoy anymore even the worldly talks, even good talks of the world. Somebody has done something good. Oh, no. Except thought of the divine, except thought of the God, it doesn't relish anything, not tolerate anything. It runs away from, just like we run away from the fire. Like that, he runs away from it is unable to bear. Fifth plane is at the throat. When mind reaches this, aspirant becomes free from ignorance and illusion. The various chakras that we pass through, the various levels of consciousness we pass through, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, these have a particular tattva pertaining to this. Prithvi tattva, Jala tattva, Agni tattva, Vayu tattva, Akasha tattva. Akasha tattva is adhara of all. One by one tattva emerges out during the creation, the Srishti. From the Akasha tattva, beyond that is the absolute existence. In the absolute, first formation is the space. Space is needed for all things to exist. But space is absolutely untouched by all the objects that exist in it. It one by one evolutes, come down. They project out one by one. Just like you're waking up from sleep. First to see coming up is I am going to come up. Then slowly the senses come into existence. Mind comes into existence. Intellect comes into, one by one unfolds. Then I see the whole world. How the evolution is taking place. Similarly, involution, when I go to sleep, one folds into the other. And I reach, the world is no more there. Like that Akasha Tattva, from that one by one evolutes are going to come and they go back into that. This level of consciousness is absolutely unattached. All illusions go away because it is Akasha Tattva. I wound up everything back to the level of consciousness of Akasha. When Akasha is there, I have become space. I have identified with the space. What remains? Absolutely. All, the very projection was projection of name and form. Nama Rupa Karma. Apart from Nama Rupa Karma, Nothing exists. These are all projections. I am coming to waking state is a projection. I am going into dream state is a projection. Mind is projecting a world there. I am dwelling there in that. In dream, when I enter into sleep and dream, start the dream, mind has projected a world. I am going to dwell in it. Now suppose I understand I am mind. Then all that delusion goes away. I see one man intensely suffering in dream. I am worried. Oh, why should he suffer? Or I want to remove his suffering. Another person is enjoying. This is all illusion going on because mind has projected a world and I am dwelling in it. So this is an illusion. When I come to I have become mind, myself, then all illusion goes away. When I become mind, I become aware of the mind, I become one with the mind, then all illusion goes away. The world of the moment I wake up, the world disappears. Illusion goes away. I am in Akash. When I reach the Akasha Tattva in actuality, I am in a very high state of samadhi. It is at the throat level. It is the last of the Prakriti nature. Beyond is the Shuddha Chaitanya, absolute consciousness. So here we see it is totally, mind is at the throat. When the mind reaches this, aspirant becomes free from all ignorance and illusion. He does not enjoy talking or hearing anything but God. Now, after waking up, I don't want to get indulged in the dream that I saw yesterday. My child is sick, I have to go to office. Say a few people are joining and talking to me about my dream. How will I feel? I get up in the morning from dream and tell my dream to someone that a tiger had come, this, that and all. It killed 2 people. All that I tell. And my child is sick. He is hospitalized when I wake up. And then, oh, I am bothered. I have to go to the office. How will I feed my child in the hospital? So many things. The person whom I told about the dream, if he goes on telling, oh, don't worry, yesterday 2 people were killed by the tiger in your dream. Somebody goes on telling about it. Why is he talking unnecessary things, which is unreal? Like that they feel, why? I don't want to hear those things. When I am suffering inside within me about my child and my duties of life, unwanted, unreal things they are talking, it looks. He doesn't want to think or hear anything about the world or anything else other than God. If people talk about worldly things, he leaves the place at once. He cannot bear, he leaves the place at once. I have seen many sadhus in Belur Math, elderly sadhus. Anybody coming, they lovingly welcome. Within a minute, they will find out what kind of person is this person. Is he a spiritual aspirant seeking spiritual things? Or he is a general person coming with casual enquiries, which he is not concerned but want to pose. The moment he finds a real, genuine spiritual aspirant, he sits with him, makes him sit with him and go on talking about the divine, about spiritual life. If he knows he is a worldly person, he has just come and and talking about spiritual life and all, just like that, as a casual inquirer, they immediately, just tactfully, without hurting him in any way, they part. This is what we see. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.